It's the Soul Fantasy Show, Soul Fan Show. Hey, it's the Soul Fantasy Show live for March 10th, 2021. Going over the top picks, plays, and studs for Draftkings and Fanduel. If you already haven't, please subscribe to this glorious channel. We have a two-gamer, well, obviously right on top, All-Star Luka Doncic. He had a 61 and a 50 the last two, and depend on him for that. Because he's going to be expensive, and he's going to do it. So we're looking at that. Here's some other guys real quick. Ja Morant. Justice Winslow. All right, Justice Winslow has not been hitting that 30 mark, which we like to see. So he is a risk. Winslow is 3,900, though. He's pretty cheap, but, he's not doing his thing. We have DeRozan, Brooks, Richard, so 8,000, 5,400, and that. Okay, here's our last three. 32, 41, 46. Tim Hardaway, 29, 16, 21. Winslow is not hitting he hit 30 once, so he's a big risk, but he's cheap. He's dirt cheap, but dude, he's going to get you. This guy right here is most likely going to get you that 3, but let's just see how he's been doing on the Wizards. He's been getting more minutes, so let's see these trends. Here's the trends. Len. I always like playing Len. Even though he had 0, I wouldn't count on a 0. I could see more of that 18 popping off. Trey Burke. 26-16. He had a -1. That must have been disappointing for some people. Beal's a little expensive. Let's check him out on the Wizards. 52 was his last. He had 62, 54. That very expensive 37 burger squeezed in. And on Fanduel, it was 34. It was even worse. So Beal's definitely in play in my book. And then you have his backup, Neto. Neto is getting minutes. I'll play him for sure. He's pretty cheap. He could pop off that 38 for you easily. Pop that off of FanDuel. 34. It was on DraftKings, so you got to check them out. You got to see DraftKings and FanDuel. We're gonna have this studio set up pretty soon. Pretty soon, baby. Here's the sleepers. Dylan Brooks. 51 he had his last game, man. They're coming off this all. They all have rest. They're all going to be going out. Grayson Allen is questionable. He's been out with a concussion. He might wind up in, but if he's out, Dylan Brooks is definitely going to hit the 30 mark. Brandon Clark, 21, 31, 36. He could definitely get 30 for you. His last time versus Washington, he had a 31. Josh Richardson could hit that for you, or he could, he might not get a 0. Yeah, he's getting minutes, obviously. He didn't do too well against the Sixers with all those minutes they've shoveled into him. His price is pretty affordable, and he's going to get you 30, so he probably will. He could get 20, but he's pretty good. We have Melton, Burke, Jalen Brunson, Lyles, Rubin, Mills, Bertans, ice cold. He's the sole fade of the day. Now, where is our studs? Here's our great studs for the day. I was going to say Brian Westbrook. That's an Eagle. Russell Westbrook. Man, 64, 58. Oh, he always does his thing. He always shines. Gets a lot of minutes. Here's his stats. Okay. 19% turnover percentage. A little high. He's a little high. Because he's getting high off life, baby. 65, 54, 44, 55, and 47. He crushes Memphis. I wouldn't look at those zeros because he's a hero. 54. All right, here's the cheat sheet for today. The top studs of the day. The sole stud of the day is Luka Doncic, 1,100 on FanDuel. Russell Westbrook, DeRozan, and Durant. Kevin Durant, no, Ja Morant, 8K. He's a stud. Studs, they're horses. Mid-range, Valanciunas. He can get points. Clark, Brooks, Richardson, and the values today are Justin Winslow, Trey Lyles, Robin Lopez, Patty Mills, and Bane, the Batman character. So that was FanDuel, and this is DraftKings. We have Luka Doncic as a stud, Russell Westbrook. Sorry about that. I keep getting the Eagle Brian Westbrook messed up with him. DeMar DeRozan still up there. Ja Morant squeezed down to the mid-range with Jonas Valanciunas, the Jonas brothers, Dylan Brooks, Clark. So they have Josh Richardson as a very top-notch value. He's a sole sleeper of the day, Josh Richardson. Patty Mills, Lyles, I don't like playing. He does good once in a while and always messes up somehow. So here are your lineups, guys. This is for DraftKings. This is the main 8 o'clock slate. 2. Russell Westbrook, Morant, Richardson, Brooks, Clark, Tillman, Beal. Beal can be upgraded to Westbrook if you want. You can't squeeze Doncic in. You would just probably have to get rid of him. And I would just go Lyles, like they said. No, not Kibler. Don't go Kibler. Go Lyles there. And then you can just work your way down to Winslow. And then you can just work your way down to Neto. And then you can work your way up here, put Westbrook in. You could do something like that. I would not have a problem with that. And it's very nice. Here's some more lineups for you. And before we go to the FanDuel lineups, this is GPP. And cash isn't working. So this is GPP. All right, here's a single game. There's games, singles. This is the Memphis, Washington game. All right. Dallas singles. We're going to go over FanDuel lineups. Now they have Luka, Kebler, Mills, Murray, Lyles, and Hardaway. That's a nice one there. Let's go back to Classic. Get your FanDuel lineups in. This is for FanDuel. The show has FanDuel and DraftKings. Yahoo you can just substitute because it's with cash. You shouldn't have a problem making a Yahoo lineup. It's simple. I mean, they go by the rookie and then veteran status. So if you're a rookie, you can just use these lineups and try to find the guys on Yahoo. That was the main slate, and that was that. But here's a single game one if they have it. If we can get it in here. Here we go. Single game is not working. All right, so we can't get the single game on here. Sorry. So they have Anderson, Richardson, Keldon Johnson. I don't know if I would trust Keldon Johnson. I would definitely play Richardson over him. Lyles, I mean, Burton's been cold, but he's due for a game. You could go, I wouldn't go Brunson's. Tyus Jones, maybe, because then you can put Beal in. You're still in Morant, but you can go Westbrook here and then get rid of some guys like there and put Winslow in. So you just play around with your lineups like that. Porzingis is in there. And look at this. This is a really nice lineup. You have some big guys in here. Porzingis is 8,300. If I want to get off him, I can just go down. They were saying Clark, so I could go to Clark. Now, Len was somebody to look at. So then we can find we already have Westbrook and Beal in, so you put DeRozan in there in that spot. But you're getting rid of Joey Valanciunas. And if you want to get rid of him, and you can put I don't know if I would put Melton in or Brooks, but you could just then play around and probably stay with Winslow here. Kyle Anderson you could put back in there. They liked him. I like him. He's nice. So when they do these lineups, they spread them around and they spread the money around. See how they spend it all? You don't have to spend it all. You can spend down. I don't know if I would go there. But Rui does good sometimes. Luka and Zing combos are fun. I don't know if I would go Wagner here. I would probably at least try to throw Burhands in and put Len. But when you want to spend down, you can go Murray here. I would probably go Morant over Murray. All right, it's the Soul Fantasy Show. Soul Fan Show.